And, you know, I got fucked off for being a drug addict. I kept fucking around. I pissed the judge off. He put me on drug court, and I failed all the drug tests. And he said, fuck you, you're going to rehab. 2 years. Mandatory. You cannot leave. Okay, judge, I guess I'm doing that now. But until I went to rehab, I had to wait in jail for 6 fucking months.
Yeah.
Guess what? The judge, the people that was supposed to be finding me in rehab, yeah, they wouldn't. They locked me in there and kind of, you know, forgot about me because they have other cases they see every day. And unless you're harping these motherfuckers 24/7, 7 days a week, you're getting forgot about. So finally, I had a good mom, and she got a hold of a place 2 states away from where I'm currently at. And she got a program set, offered it to the judge, and then they released me into their custody. It was weird. I had to be drove all the way.
You, or they let you get a ride up there?
So they transported me to my parents' house, released me to their custody, and then they were to take me to the rehab to drop me off, and then that's it. I'm to stay at that rehab for 2 years.
Oh, 2 years. 2 years of rehab?
2 years, man.
No wonder it was so hard to find you one. Shit, mine was 28 days.
Yeah, man. Like the 30-day programs, easy scam, dude. Those are walk-in clinics for those motherfuckers. Get them in and out. Repeat offenders. Get that 30-day chip, and then right back at it. But no, they wanted a serious one. And the place they sent me, I swear to fucking God, people want to act like slavery doesn't exist today. Bull fucking shit. It's still in the States, people. I'll give you the name of this place. It's called TROSA. TROSA. TROSHA, I believe. It's in North Carolina. It is a goddamn work camp. They had, I swear to Christ, over 30 to 40 U-Haul movers. And I'm talking the big 28-foot long trucks, the ones that can move a whole house in just one truckload. They had a moving company. They also had like their form of a Goodwill. And it was, dude, these motherfuckers they had to be drug addicts to do all this shit. The way they would set it up is they would set up to do house moves, and all the people that came fresh out of jail would be the movers. And you're there for 2 years.
Not a bad business model.
It's not. You're working 8 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. Because guess what? You're not an employee. There is no work hour minimals.
Did you get any kind of compensation?
Dude, I made over $2,500 in tips just in one summer of moving. They kept every fucking dime of it. At the end of the moves, the people that we was moving for knew all of us was in rehab trying to get our lives, you know, and we're there for 2 years and we're trying to, you know, so they would kind of feel a certain way for some of us, especially if we're out there busting our ass in 110-degree weather in the back of a fucking moving truck, loading that bitch up. So we would, there was one day, dude, I went through 4 t-shirts just soaking wet. But at the end of these jobs, man, they would come up to us and thank us. They'd buy us meals and stuff while we was there, like get us pizza or something, burgers, whatever. We had one couple gave each one of the movers, there was 6 of us that day, gave each of us $150. And as soon as we got to the truck, the manager over all of us, he said, I want all that money now. He took that money and gave it to the TROSA people. That is considered a donation to them. We are not allowed to see any monetary donations. So all those tips that and here's the fucked up part about it. We couldn't refuse it from the customers.
Oh, that's bullshit.
We couldn't refuse it. So it's like we had to sit there and we couldn't say, oh, we don't get a dime of this, but thank you. They would make us take it, grin our teeth, lie to these people. And then when we got in the truck and drove away from the property, they would get the money handed. And you didn't step out of the truck until that money was handed.
That's fucked up.
It was a goddamn work camp, man. It was fucking slavery. I broke my leg 6 months in. We was moving this one house. It was a 3-story house. Had an 800-pound armoire. Came down a spiral stair. Ooh. Got down to the very bottom step where it twisted and turned to the floor. I thought I was on the floor down. My ankle rolled in And that 800 pounds just kind of just lays on my chest as I'm like putting pressure on the rolled ankle, as like my side of my foot is like hitting. Yeah, it was fucked. I immediately yelled at the team leader, like, "Yo, come grab it, come grab it! I'm about to drop it, I'm about to drop it." And I kind of just like post up and like wedge myself against the wall. They come and grab it. Tell the team leader, like, "Dude, I broke it. Something's fucked. I can't even feel my foot right now." They take.
You probably didn't get to keep your painkillers either, did you?
Didn't get none of them. Didn't get none of them, dude. I was almost in tears that day. I was like, dude, it's like I had never broken a bone like that bad. And they take me there. Had to get in a cast. Within 3 weeks, I had went through 4 casts because these assholes had me on the top floor of the fucking building I was staying in. We were staying in an old like 1920s schoolhouse that had AC, but of course the AC went out the week I broke my leg. I was on the very top floor. All the heat rose. Goddamn miserable. Had a top bunk at that too. They wouldn't give me a floor bunk. It's like, I got a broke leg. Y'all really gonna make me climb all the way to the top fucking floor and all the way on the top bunk? Y'all are fucking Satan incarnate. This is fucked up. All while they're preaching. Oh, dude, it was so fuck shit. So finally I went back to the doctor after the 4th cast broke, and he's like, "It's been 2 weeks. How do these casts keep breaking?" I said, "They keep me moving from 8 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. Just because I broke my leg doesn't mean I get a break." And he's like, "You're kidding me." And I'm like, "No." I was like, "This is why I keep doing it." I said, "Because I got to go 4 flights of stairs every morning, every night. I got to go to work. They make me run out. Instead of moving houses, they had me out doing estimates, which had me getting in and out of a vehicle all day, going up and down steps with my little clipboard, doing estimates on how much we would charge these people." And the doctor told me, he's like, "Look," he said, "I know you're trying to get yourself right." He said, "But this is your 4th cast. Your leg is fucked." He said, "If you don't let it heal properly and you keep coming back in here and doing this, you're going to walk with a limp for the rest of your life." So, I did some soul searching that night, and I made a call home, and I was like, "Yo, tell the judge I'm coming home, and it is what it is, but I need to report to him as soon as I get back to let him know I'm coming home." I said, and I couldn't even talk to my parents on the phone and tell them, because like they're monitoring all your shit there. Like it's, I swear to God, like once you're in, it takes an act of God. And if it wasn't for that doctor fighting for me and gave me medical leave to bring back to the judge, like I mean, I broke down and told him everything. I was like, "Dude, they're walking me to death. I can't heal. It's making me want to use. It's making me want to fucking just get something for the fucking pain. I can't do this shit, man. This is a test, and I can't I'm losing. I'm failing bad." And I got a cryptic message out when I finally got to the bus stop. My parents did a wire transfer. I never had a cash transfer, but I'd walked to a Walmart, got a cash transfer anyway, bought like a cheap ass burner phone, cheap as I could. Call him, tell him everything. She's on the phone with the judge, and he's like, "Report to my chambers 9 a.m. the next morning. Get on the bus, get home. You can go, sleep at your house tonight. But the next morning, you be at my court 9 o'clock." Well, luckily, the judge wasn't a fucking asshole. I passed all my drug tests, and he's like, "Look, man, anybody that can go through what you just did and stay clean, I'll give a second chance." So
how long were you there for?
8 months. So I was 8 months in, already in the moving program for 8 months. So I was in moving program for about 5.5 months. Because when you first get there, they don't want people who are withdrawing, being on the moving company, because you're withdrawing. You ain't worth shit. You still shitting at your ass, you ain't worth a damn to them. But, they'll feed you, they'll take care of you. Oh, it's another fuck part about this whole place. All right. So everybody that is in this massive facility, hang on one second, I get a drink. Everybody that's in this massive facility is an addict and a recovering addict. You got a men's side and you got a women's side. Well, they also had a catering service. So they'd have all these addicts, all these former, people worked in restaurants, done this shit. They'd have them in the kitchen. Oh, and also when you got there, they would make you sign up for food stamps. Okay, they'd make you
the
sign
rehab
up
I
for food
went to
stamps.
did that too.
They would take your card, keep it, and go out and buy groceries for the house.
Yep.
Now here's the really fucked up part. That's what they told us. When it came down to what we ate at the place, we got leftover food that was about to be thrown away from all the grocery stores.
From the catering of shit?
Yes. No, well, wait. So, no. Here's the fuck part, all right? We would get the grocery store expired stuff. It's got to be thrown out or thrown away, right? We would get that food. But for the catering, the food stamps, they would buy fresh ingredients with the food stamp money and use that for the catering service. So our food stamps that we were mandatory forced to sign up for, we never actually saw a cent of that food because all that was going to the catering service to keep that business afloat. But what are you going to do? You can't call home. You can't tell nobody. What, you going to call the police and tell them, hey, they're taking my food stamps and you're an addict. Like,
how long ago was that?
I've been clean for 7 years, so about 8 years ago, I'd say. And they're still in business today. Yeah, fucking trucking. Dude, and their Goodwill store. So the moving company, anything that we moved and because not everyone can move all the stuff from their house. So you would have extra stuff left over, old couches, old chairs, old entertainment systems that just maybe needed a peg leg or something. One man trash, another man treasure. They would take that to their Goodwill store and then put a price tag on it. And then turn around and sell that shit. Like the way they planned and plotted all this was like totally the mind of an addict. Because they dude,
well, it was just exploitative.
Also at a lawn care service too. They had a full fleet of lawn care service vehicles that would go out.
How many people did you say were there ish?
No joke, I would say about 400 people.
Wow.
400 addicts. They also had a car mechanic shop where they would do oil changes for the public. So if you drove by, you could get your oil change for like $15 or like 20. Like they would actually do, reasonable prices, but they was cutting everybody in town's throat by doing that shit because they ain't got to pay nobody. It's all profit, baby. You ain't got to pay these people. Dude, it was madness, man. It's like, y'all want to talk about some slavery shit, like holy shit, and like doing that to an addict. Like now, trust, like that's the tough love way, man. You can't get clean that way.
What was your underlying sentence?
So like dude, and it's so fucked because like originally I got fucked over for like a little bit of weed, and I think.
But I mean, if you fucked off rehab and the judge wasn't cool, I assume you would have then had to go to prison and do your sentence. Is that right?
Well, I had to go back to the county I was in and flatten the remainder of the time that I didn't do in rehab in jail.
Which would have been
2 years.
2 years.
So it was either 2 years at rehab or 2 years in jail over drug use. I never hurt another soul. I've never robbed nobody. Never done anything in a violent manner. Just hurting myself. I had problems with me, and judge fucking threw the book at me, man. So it was a valuable lesson though.